So the first 7 minutes or so of episode 15 of Attack on Titan, Levi and Eren discover how to use a broom. Episode 15 of Attack on Titan, the first half of the episode definitely felt very slow. And when I say slow, I mean literally it was more so feeling like comedy, and it was just them like cleaning. And I guess it's ironic seeing, you know, these people trying to survive, and then now they're in an environment of cleaning and whatnot. So it was kind of towards, you know, based on comedy and whatnot, but it was definitely a lot more slower. It only really, for the first half of the episode, gave you a location, the castle where they were going to basically using as a base and whatnot. So it gave you the location, but other than that, the first half of the episode definitely wasn't really doing much. The second half, once Hanji is introduced to the episode and onward, was smooth sailing. That's where the episode really started giving you more story, giving you more just overall enjoyment out of the episode, pretty much. Because when Hanji shows up, not only do you get more of just exactly how twisted this woman really is, you also just learn more about the Titans, you get more backstory on the Titans, you get a little bit more of her personality, you get a little bit more of an interaction with Eren, what he thinks about learning about the Titans and whatnot, and then you just get these two freaking creepy ass Titans that she has pinned down. To be honest with you, Hanji is a very interesting character, to say the least, because it's like she's torturing them but then crying at the same time while torturing them. So it's just a really sick and twisted way. But then again, you're in this Attack on Titan world. You're in this world where people are getting killed, so people are going to be emotionally damaged, and she's a product of her environment. Hanji is a product of her environment being screwed up in the mind, because look at the world she's living in. Freaking people are getting killed left and right for no freaking reason over these damn giants. So the way she acts, I'm not saying it completely is justified. You know, it's crazy at the end of the day. But I understand it nonetheless. Her being just this nut job and being interested in torturing the Titans, but then crying and feeling depressed. It's just really a weird and a twisted thing, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, we get to learn more pretty much about Titans as far as their bodies. It seemed as though it's not really made out of flesh and bone, because when they were grabbing like an arm that they cut off, it felt it was very light compared to the body and what it would normally be. So maybe the Titans are actually made out of something different entirely. For example, when Eren was turned into his Titan form, it showcased that pretty much he just blew up out of thin air into the Titan. So what is the materials? What exactly are the Titans? Their bodies itself leaves more to be desired, like exactly what are they. But we do know more or less, we can make an assumption that it's not flesh and bone, because the weight just really isn't there for the Titans when they were, like, you know, doing experiments, cutting off the bodies and whatnot. We also know that from Titan to Titan, it varies, similar to human beings, because when they did the experiments, it showcased that, you know, with one Titan, an hour after no sunlight, it falls asleep. It took 3 hours for the other one. So it showcases that not every Titan is the same as well. It's almost as if they are like human beings. And we get to learn that without sunlight, the Titans seem to be depowered. They pretty much need sunlight in a way, because without it, they just start falling asleep and whatnot. So we get a little bit more with that as well. Definitely, it felt as though it was more so story-driven with the second half of this episode, where we learn a lot more about the Titans themselves, and just overall, it moves things along. Now, the big part of the episode, and the big question of the episode definitely is, who did it? Who was it that took out Bean and Sauna, I believe it was? I forget the name of the other one. Sauna, something like that. Who took them out? Because, you know, it was just what happened to them. They just were disintegrated into bones and whatnot. And apparently the culprit was in 3D gear and got away when somebody caught them. So, who was it that did it? Let me know what you think. I have definitely more knowledge, so I'm not going to even give any predictions or anything like that. But that's definitely a great mystery and a great way to end the episode off, because Attack on Titan, it does that very well. It ends off almost every episode with an awesome cliffhanger, making you think, okay, now I got to watch the episode next week definitely to find out what's up. But that's definitely a big mystery. Is there a traitor amongst them? Is it somebody completely, you know, entirely different from the Corp? Who is it? Who did it? Why did they do it? What is their motive? Is there more to it with the Titans? Or, you know, there's just so many speculations you can go off based off that ending alone with, you know, this right here, these two experiments were definitely pivotal to humanity figuring out maybe a way, a solution to the Titans. And for them to do that, that means that they're on the side of the Titans, or, you know, they didn't want somebody to find out, you know, Hanji in particular, to find out more about the Titans. So we have a traitor amongst us. And overall, it just was a very solid ending. Second half of the episode, very, very good part. First half of the episode, it really was slow paced and really was just comedic based. And I honestly wasn't too fond of it. It's like, last episode, man, I can't wait to see what Levi is going to do. This guy is amazing. Next week, oh, he's in a broom. You know, he has a broom in his hand. So, I give this episode 6.5 out of 10. most of that score is because of the second half, but I can't negate the fact that the first half of the episode really didn't provide much, but it was still a fine episode. It gave quite a bit of different material, and it gave you a lot of backstory, and overall that's what was the meat of the episode for me personally, was finding out more about the Titans, finding out more about Hanji herself, and then that mystery at the end gave you a lot from the second half onward. Let me know what you think. First of all, any theories regarding the bodies of the Titans? What exactly are they? If they're not flesh and bone, what are the Titans in general? Are they just maybe some sort of manifestation of air, gas turned into that? You know, what are the Titan bodies? And also, who did it? Who is responsible for the death of Bean and the other Titan after, you know, Hanji was pretty much getting close with her experiments? Let me know in the comment section below and your overall thoughts of this episode. Again, second half onward, freaking awesome. Loved it. Very good. A lot of story-driven stuff. You don't always need action. I always say that. You don't need action to make an episode enjoyable. If you give me story, that's freaking amazing as well. But the first half didn't really provide much at all. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't wait to learn more about this mystery that the episode ended off with, because it's like, who did it? We have a case of who done did it. Detective Conan on the scene, please, immediately. For that world, and as always, people, have an awesome day.